Well, hi, my name is Jerry. What we're going to do today is we're going to load up a powder charge for a field cannon. Basically what I do is I'll take a piece of this tin foil here. What I usually do is fold this up so it's not quite so long. Okay, so like this here. I'll take this wooden block, a dowel, I'll wrap that right around there just like that. It's right around tight, and then we can slide that out of there, leaving us a nice little cylinder. Then I'll take that cylinder and I drop it down inside this little cardboard tube, which is 2 inches around, because my barrel is 2 1/4, so this sleeve of powder will slide right down the barrel with no problem. This particular load is for my little mortar cannon. It only takes 4 ounces of powder. So basically what I have here is an old flare shell, which I measured out an ounce powder, poured it in it, cut it off, so each time I dip it now I know that I have an ounce powder in this. It saves a lot of time. So first of all, what we want to do is we want to fold the bottom of this up really well, kind of like that. And then what we'll do is we'll take this tube here, back down the side there. Okay, that's closing that bottom up real nice. As you can see, it's closed up, so when I pour my powder in, it won't come off the bottom. So we add the powder. We're using Pyrex, by the way, today. It's a propellant, not an explosive, but she definitely makes a good bang when you touch it off out there. It's 2. 3. Because as you figured out by now, I can at least count to 4. There we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back and then I'm going to tamp that powder down good and hard at the bottom. The more that's compressed, the better explosion you actually get. Okay, so now I'm going to pull this little cylinder right out of there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze that top over like this. Always twist the tin foil to a point, that way I know when I slide this down inside the barrel, the point will always face out. The reason I usually do that is because normally I would put cornstarch in my bigger loads, which I have some all prepared, which I could bring out here and show you the difference in size. But quite a difference in size here. We have, as you can see, this is for my large cannon. We'll compare it to the one we just did. That's a little tiny one compared to this one here. This also has cornstarch in the top up, which helps make a better show. It comes out and that cornstarch will ignite and big ball of fire. This is my middle size cannon here, which is this is 6 ounces, this is 10, and this is 4. Well, we'll go take a look, and in a few minutes here we'll go outside and we'll touch those cannons off. Alright, well, we're outside here now. This is the powder charge we made from my big cannon here. This is a 3-inch bore. It's a copy after Napoleon cannon. Here we got a charge. I got the powder down here. We have some cornstarch at the top here. We got a little pointer so I know which end it's on, and we're going to point this facing out, and we'll put this down the barrel here. We'll slide this slowly like this. And we have a ramrod here. It has a blunt end on it. We'll end up driving this down in here. You always want to hold your cannon rod, your thumb facing this way, in case something ever happens. It won't come back and get you. You're going to ram that right in there good and hard. Just like that. And once you do this, you don't want to ever walk in front of this bore. Because if something ever happened, went off, even though it's a blank charge, it's still very dangerous. Okay, this is the second cannon, first cannon I actually built. This has got a 2-inch bore. It's a little smaller than the other one. Still pretty potent. Once again, powder, cornstarch, point out. Slide that right in there. Always stand off to the side. Get in there pretty good. See a little rust coming out of the touch hole back there. So that one's all charged up. Then we have the little baby mortar here. It looks like a baby, but you'll be surprised what this one will do. The charge seems a little large, so I'm going to have to shrink it down here a little bit with my hands. Yeah, that one's loaded too. I'm going to get some fuse and we'll put a fuse in these. Now what I got to do here is I need to puncture the tin foil so that the fuse will go down inside the powder charge. By just driving this down in there, you can feel it. It'll puncture that powder charge. Now I have Pyrex powder exposed. You can actually see some on the tip of my punch here. Find the end of this here. There we are.
Make sure it's long.
Grind that in there, and you always want to leave it enough so that you can take this fuse and take it off to the side, because you don't want it standing straight up, because if you light it and sparks drop down in the touch hole, it's going to go off before you want. So you bend that fuse off to the side so that you can light it well away from the touch hole. And we'll move our way down through these.
How fast is that fuse?
I'm not sure what it is per inch. It's fairly fast. Once again, we've punctured the tin foil. Wiggle that around, make sure you're down in there plenty far enough. Once again, off to the side. And we'll go to the last one here. You have to have, Paul, you're going to have to come over there. Once again, this is a really thick wall. As you can tell, the wall of this cannon is that thick before I even touch the powder charge. It's pretty thick. So yeah, I punctured the powder sack inside there.
I'm gonna shoot a chicken.
Okay, this one we'll light these all three at the same time. This one will probably end up going off last because it has the thickest wall. It's going to take a little longer for it to get down to the powder charge. Alright, hang on a second and we'll light these. Here you go, light it.
You didn't get his lit.
There you go.
Hey.
That's must be the bird.
Well, there you go. You've seen me load them up and you see them shoot off. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you could, leave me a couple comments, let me know what you think. And I'll see you next time. Thanks.